From a city that's played host to 10 Super Bowls, here's a look inside the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans. The setting in this dome just serves to amplify the excitement of the folks in New Orleans as their Saints burst from the tunnel a moment ago. They're set, and we're set as well as the Saints get ready to do battle with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. With my good friend Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we have arrived at another new season. Had a little more pep in my step this morning. I know you did as well. Here we go.
Yeah, when you went out for your 5-mile jog, you were flying. You did it in record time because you were psyched up about this game. But let's be frank about it. No more radio shows, no more podcasts, no more just predicting what's going to happen. Now we get to see it on the field.
This is amazing. They just posted a PowerPoint in the Redken box. So basically, this is all super helpful shit for me to use for my national class that I need to do a practice run for on Monday morning at 8:30.
Okie dokie.
Yeah.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Holding offense.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Here's Brady. And the first hookup of his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
A gain of 8.
But the Brady-Gronk connection, certainly something to watch here with the Bucs in 2020. Of Tom Brady's 541 touchdown passes coming into 2020, Gronk's 78 were the most of any receiver.
Complete to Chris Godwin.
We hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
They'll score on a 36-yard punt, and the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10.
At their own 28-yard line.
So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They'll start with the option. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. Now a look at Smith. Not sure exactly what happened, but he's still down. Boy, not what you want to see in Q1 of the new year. We'll be back. On 2nd down and 4. Breeze. And the tight end call. And he'll bring it up 40-yard line. Well, I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle it, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer. Boy, not what you want to see in quarter one of the new year. We'll be back. 2nd and 12. From the gun, it's Breeze. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. Shedding the tackle and gives him some room. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And a catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Emmanuel Sanders, 35 yards. And the Saints have taken the early lead. And it's good as the Saints have a 7-0 lead. 5 plays there on that drive. And it ends with a touchdown for New Orleans. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. Now throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. Throwing on first down is Brady. His throw incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Brady will try again on 2nd down. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 31-yard line. Brady finding Godwin there for a Buccaneer first. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Again, it's Brady. A battle for it here, and this will be caught. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Again, they'll throw with Brady. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
Now Brady again. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. He was trying to find O.J. Howard, but now it's 3rd and goal.
It's 3rd down and goal at the 3-yard line.
Brady to throw again. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Rob Gronkowski there to make the grab. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And we will not see a run back here from Harris.
At their own 25-yard line.
New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, well,
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
At the 26-yard line.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. He's got this one complete to Fountain. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. Shotgun now for Breeze. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he is going to have a Saints first down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Breeze now on 1st down. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. Big Vita Vea pushing his way through to wind up with a sack.
Ooh, you know that did not feel good. Vita Vea with the sack there. And we know he's a big-time presence on the defensive line, especially against the run. But he'll surprise you with his quickness and his off-field agility in order to get to the quarterback. If you're blocking him, it's going to be a long afternoon or evening, a tough proposition.
3rd and 10.
Now Breeze on 3rd down. Left side here to Sanders. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
Good catch there by Emmanuel Sanders, and he's exactly who you want in your locker room and who you want on your team. He can integrate into an offense quickly. He joined the San Francisco 49ers at midseason last year and had a huge impact in their run to the Super Bowl. He's a veteran receiver that everyone respects, and yes, he can still play.
Brady and the Buccaneers here 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. And he'll begin the drive with a give to Jones. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Boy, you know, so many storylines here in this opener. Of course, you got Brady versus Breeze. You've got Jameis Winston, the Bucs' former quarterback, on the opposite sideline. And, oh, by the way, it's a division opponent, but all anyone's talking about, really, and rightly so, Tom Brady out there leading the Buccaneers.
I like how you were able to slide in the other storylines, even though you did acknowledge, and rightly so at the end, this is all about Tom Brady wearing a Buccaneers uniform, leading a new team, hoping to take them to the glory that he took New England. That's what this game is all about. Yeah, Jameis is there. He's able to say hi to everyone, but he shouldn't figure into this game. Yes, Drew Brees is back leading his team who should win the division, but this is all about Tom Brady, a fresh start and infinite possibilities.
Brady's throw there complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards on the play.
23 yards.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And down inside the 15 he goes. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Into the red zone, it's Brady. And he pulls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown.
Number 13,
Mike Evans there to make the grab. And the Bucs have taken the lead.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor in effect.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And we will not see a run back here from Harris.
25-yard line.
We remind you lots more to come here this opening weekend of the Return to Football 2020. Coming up later tonight, it's the national debut of SoFi Stadium in Southern California. The Cowboys and the Rams doing battle there. And then 2 more to finish off the week on Monday Night Football. The Steelers and Giants from MetLife Stadium and the Titans and Broncos from Mile High. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
At the 29-yard line.
There's Breeze. And that's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet.
6 yards to go.
From the gun on third down, Breeze gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Breeze on the hook up to Thomas for the New Orleans first. Throwing on first down is Breeze. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory.
The ball carrier.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Now Breeze. That'll be complete to Cook.
Breeze
Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Now Breeze. Backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down. Breeze on the draw, gives to Kamara. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Alvin Kamara hit the NFL with a bang, had double-digit touchdowns in his first 2 seasons. Now, production fell off a little bit last year. Just 6 times did he find the end zone. But his ability to run it and catch it out of the backfield makes him hard to cover. Look for a bounce-back season in 2020.
It's caught inside the 5. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for first and goal. Now they'll run. Murray. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop it right around the 1.
The ball carrier.
To me, that's a terrific run on first and goal at the 3. They got 2 yards. I'd line right back up and give it to him again.
They'll run it with Kamara, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
On the carry.
This Tampa Bay front was the toughest group to run the football against last year, and you can see why with plays like that. This is a good unit that got into the backfield and stopped that play before it could get started.
They'll try to run it in. It's Kamara, and this time he is in. taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Able to punch it in on third down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a fourth down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. There have been points on the board. We just saw back-to-back touchdown drives. I love it. I'm high-fiving our statistician, Christian McLeod, and you're angry. You're a defensive guy.
If you met one of my defensive coordinators, God rest his soul, I'm surprised he isn't in this booth right now wanting to really take you on. This is not football the way he sees it. He wants a good old-fashioned kicking game, defense, field position, and we're getting an up and down the field game here.
I'll take him. Where's his tombstone?
Boot Hill, baby.
Demario Davis there on the stop.
Yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
On second down, it's Jones. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That's Demario Davis navigating his way into the backfield for a tackle for loss.
32.
On second down, it's Jones. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Brady's throw on third down there is incomplete. Little problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive units.
14.
So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front seven? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
And we will not see a run back here from Harris.
25-yard line.
The offense and Alvin Kamara heading back onto the field. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try to do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore.
Double team, it's intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy Bunting. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
The throw here going to be complete to Gordon. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
It's a gain of
Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Janoris Jenkins. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
at their own 33-yard line.
So after the INT, it's Breeze. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. To throw is Breeze. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half. On first down, Breeze. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. To try again after the sack. Breeze is going to find his running back. It's complete. Now the Saints will use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. On third down, here's Kamara. And he stopped at the 44. It's also a gain of 4. And now it's fourth down. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And this will be taken at the 13. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Likely time for one final snap as they start out first and 10. The final shot before half for Brady. They're looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted. P.J. Williams with a pick, and he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And we will not see a run back here from Harris. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying up. Double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level. That's a nice clip and save sequence there defensively because they did everything as they would have wanted to. They forced the third down, blanketed the field with coverage, nowhere to go with the football, forced the dump off to the back, and even then they closed quickly and got him down behind the line of scrimmage. You name it, they did it well in that last sequence.
Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they look to add to that lead.
How about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Again, it's Jones. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Taken down at the 41.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Brady now on first down. Able to get this to Gordon. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13.
First down.
And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. and you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
A nice run there by Jones on 1st down as he'll wind up getting about 5, so 2nd and 5 coming up. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5 at the 21-yard line.
They'll go again to Jones. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Brady to throw on 3rd and 1. They'll set up the screen to McCoy. And he will have the 1st down before he's tackled at the 12.
Sean McCoy.
Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
Well, meanwhile, the throw by Brady knocked away, incomplete. The Pro Bowler Chris Godwin, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
There defensively.
To throw again. Brady. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown.
80, O.J. Howard.
A 12-yard touchdown grab as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. They're down now 24-14. Work to do as they come up on a 1st and 10. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that 1st half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Breeze now on 1st down. And brought in by the tight end Cook. 7 yards to pick up there.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now Breeze on the bootleg. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
24-yard line.
A 10th carry for Kamara. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively to hold it to a short game.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
Yeah, you can cover Michael Thomas however you want to. Guys in the short zone, deep zone, mid zones, 2, 3, 4 defenders. He finds a way to get open. 149 catches in 2019, a new NFL record for receiving. Any route you want him to run, he can do it, and he finds his way open.
That's caught. It's Sanders for the Saints touchdown. Emmanuel Sanders, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Saints have cut it back within a score. And it was a tight window. He knew he had to rocket that thing in there. He got it done.
And when you're able to complete one like that, your confidence has to just go sky high. You just mentioned it. Tight window, zings it in there despite excellent coverage. Result, touchdown.
More dangerous return man showing it here. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. Back now comes Tampa Bay. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he'll work this one up to about the 38.
The ball carrier.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and...
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Jones, and he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? So that one will be accepted.
Still 2nd down.
On 2nd down, here's Brady. He's got his big tight end, Gronkowski. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
And the Buccaneer 1st down.
On 1st down, Jones. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now here live in New Orleans. Some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. And this time they're able to bottle him up as they'll stop him at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
On 2nd down now, it's Jones. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Good. Makes the score Buccaneers 27.
So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection.
And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Vita Vea getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Tell you what, he did not have much time there to scan the field before he was ducking and covering.
Did it appear to you, as it did to me, that the defensive front won their play really quickly? Meaning the guys in front of them had almost no chance to block them. They were on him in a hurry.
That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me.
And the pressure gets to Breeze as he's taken down. Vita Vea, who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
We call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. To throw on 2nd and 6. Brady. And Gronkowski complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Well, this has been all that we'd hoped for. Two of the game's all-time great QBs slugging it out in a one-score game here in the second half. 1st and 10. The pass by Brady there, caught by Howard. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The end result, 21 yards. From the gun, it's Brady. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
Touchdown.
The 4th touchdown pass of the game for Tom Brady. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. Now Brady again. And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. So they elect to pass there on the 2-point try. Sometimes can prove risky. There it worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky, because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
5-yard line.
The New Orleans offense set to take over. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Breeze going to throw. This is complete to Michael Thomas. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 11 yards there. First down.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
From the gun, it's Breeze. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Breeze. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row, 1st down. Again, it's Breeze. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. That catch good for only a couple. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and lead the game out that way.
The target that time, Michael Thomas. 3rd down here.
Brings up 3rd down and 8 yards to go.
Breeze to throw again. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 4th down.
6 yards. It's 4th down.
They run. It's Kamara. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Let's check on the call. Keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll go for it. It's Breeze. The open man is Smith. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Try to pound it in, Kamara. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal.
Well, Brennan, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
You're
without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, you know.
Doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10.
Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a 1st down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Jones. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. They'll try and run some clock now with Jones. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Brady gives this one off to Jones. Jones hit and the ball's out. And this is picked up by the Saints. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And in for a score. Are you kidding me? They return it and they take the lead. So they were down by a touchdown, probably just hoping the defense could hold them, maybe force the punt. Instead, they force the turnover and take it into the house.
Well, the plan was perfect. That's exactly what they wanted. Instead, they got a lot more than that. Big-time capitalization by taking the ball away and putting it in the end zone.
Take it in at the 3. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The New Orleans defense, we get set to watch them go. They're trying, Charles, just to simply preserve this tie at this point. Well, they take a turnover, pick 6, but they're trying to hold on to that tie.
No doubt about it, and they have to stay on alert here in case they try and run something big. Some teams are really gamblers. They want to get after it a little bit, make sure that doesn't happen. And also, if you're the offensive team, you might think to yourself, let's just get to overtime, take a knee, and let's get out of here.
They have a decision. They could play it conservative or maybe a little more liberal. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. To throw is Brady. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout as there's a Saints player down here on the field. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup brings up 2nd and 2 at the Saints' 40-yard line.
Now Brady. Flush to his right. Well, this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. Back to throw, Brady. And this is caught. It's pulled in by Gronkowski.
complete.
The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run it with Jones. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
He was brought down at the 4-yard line. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
On second down, it's Jones, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. Brady to throw. And this is going to be caught. He got it. It's a touchdown, and forget overtime. Barring a miracle, they're going to win this thing in regulation.
And that score in this time frame, that's like a big reveal at the end of a great movie, isn't it? Out of nowhere, almost, it appears, they get it done. How about that score?
The finishes like this is why we love sports. This is why we love the game of football.
So glad that we got to be here to watch this one.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25. One final try here for Breeze. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. So fire the cannons. It's a victory here for Tampa Bay. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come.